So, all right. I'm not even going to ask if you're ready because you are. You look ready. Because It's Just a Model, a series of ongoing conversations on the interstitium of innovation, design, philosophy, and tech and behavior with my friend Ron Kersic and myself, Sneekes. And I'd like to kick off. And I'm not sure if you have something, because surely I
have something.
and I have something too. So, do you mind if I start off?
Yeah.
Because I have just a series of questions.
You very obviously want to start.
Yeah, really. So, the problem is you have an iPad. It's a huge screen, but apparently changing the size of Notion, the font size is a problem. Anyway, so let me ask you this. Do you find the result at this moment, right? And perhaps let's project a little bit into the future. Do you find the results you get out of AI ready to use? Like a product, like from A to Z, something that you can just say, this is solid work, this is nice. Or do you rather say, no, this is something small batch, high quality, strange fringes, something that's really a one-off, basically. How
Define ready to use. So I click it.
like a piece, like your T-shirt. Your T-shirt is ready to use
Yeah.
from the factory, but there's also like highly custom work that you say, no, I really want a little bit different, and you customize it together, and at the end there might be little faults, but it's acceptable.
So, for instance, the picture I generate weekly for my Friday newsletter, they nowadays tend to be one shot. So I prompt, I wait for a minute or so, and I have something I like. Is that ready to use?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the exception.
It is.
It is.
Oh.
No, I think.
Is it because you have a lower threshold of acceptance for it?
No, I think the way I now prompt it, apparently for image gen in GPT, makes it so that I get a result I like. Right, so with Midjourney was, when I used Midjourney before, always iterative, and sometimes hours on end, because the damn thing just wouldn't do what I mean, even remotely in the direction.
Yeah.
No, but the reason why I know this, because it is really the exception. And this is an interesting one, because it's the I really wonder. It's the because the whole narrative around AI, right, is to automate things already.
Yeah, optimize.
Yeah, right.
Faster.
Am I right? It hums, it buzzes, and plonk, there is a ready-to-made T-shirt.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's the narrative.
Yeah.
And I no, actually, so last week, I was really surprised to my response to Fable 5. Because Fable 5, you call it the Mythos on trainings wheels, right?
Yeah, the kids version.
Yeah, the kids version of Mythos. Still, I mean,
with extra padding.
Yeah, I mean, but it's very obviously a big model, right? And it smells of a big model.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a big model, and it's the So I tried to use Fable 5 for my knowledge base system wiki thing I was trying to set up.
Yeah.
Right. So I had 712 articles bookmarked. I thought, well, let's synthesize a wiki of that one, right?
Yeah.
So what Fable 5 wants to do, right, is that you give it a prompt.
Yes.
And that you pay for its tokens. And then it goes away, right? After a while, it comes back with a ready-to-use product.
Yes.
Right? And so there was my wiki. And I'm looking at the thing and I think, looks convincing.
Yeah.
But what is it? Because my understanding of what this thing was didn't progress along with Fable doing its things behind the scenes. But now comes the thing. And I start asking Fable some questions. Why did you do this? Why this? And I know it sounds weird, but it got annoyed. I could literally hear it.
There's the human again.
There's the human again
questions.
asking questions. Who's the artist here, right? I mean, it's the no, but this.
or as they say in Dutch, who's the snack bar?
It's no, and so I kept asking the thing. It questions, right? Why did you choose for this concept?
Yeah.
And then I got an answer, and it immediately started working again on the next version. And I said, no, I don't want a next version. I just want you to explain me what it is. And it didn't want to. That's Fable 5. Then I tried the competitor, GPT 5.6 Sol.
Yeah.
Right? Not as smart as Fable 5, apparently, but close enough. But this one is very different. This one is a Labrador, right? You throw away the bone, and it chases the bone, and it comes back. One more time.
It's eager for you to help you.
It's very eager to collaborate with me. And I know it's really, really, really weird. And I was...
That's interesting.
Yeah, and that this distinction is on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Sol or GPT 5.6 was made to be like this.
Oh.
I just know it, and I have no insight in. But this doesn't happen by accident.
No, it's a part of the interface codex.
So I spent 3 days last week just figuring out the schema for my wiki. We now have signals, concepts, frameworks, and trends.
All right.
But even a definition: what is a signal? What is a concept? Name pattern. What's a framework? Name pattern with actionability, etc., etc. Right?
Yeah.
But it and we spent almost 3 days on figuring this out.
Yeah.
But now my understanding, right, of what it actually means to have this knowledge-based system based on things I have been bookmarking for the past 10 years also increased.
Yeah.
Right. I can actually give you a definition what a concept means in my wiki.
Yes.
And I couldn't do with the Fable 5 version.
Ah.
And for me, this is... So Fable 5 is what it is the yes to your answer. It makes a ready-made product.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's a little factory, basically.
It's a little factory, right?
Yeah.
It takes you totally out of the equation.
Yeah.
Your only involvement is to provide the prompt and the money for the tokens. And you have this totally opposite thing that just wants to run with you.
So there's more like a, how do they call it? Like little studios. You know, you walk in and they make something custom for you, together with you.
Yeah, together with you. It feels a bit like omakase. It's the wrong thing, but it's the when the chef works with you. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I once was in a I was multiple time in a cocktail bar, not only once. Right, but one of the people in our party, didn't want to drink alcohol. So the cocktail maestro, I have no idea what the name for that person is, right? But it's the
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. But he really got into the taste palette of that person, and he got really into let's make you a fantastic non-alcoholic cocktail.
Yeah.
Right? Is this playing with? Right? I mean, it's the. And the reason why I know this so vividly, I literally spent 3 days just talking to a thing, not making anything.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't have the wiki yet, just talking about what it could be, but also my almost visceral reaction to Fable 5.
Yeah.
As in, go away.
Yeah.
I don't want you in my life.
Yeah.
I have no need right now in my life for something that makes something ready-made, because I don't know what ready means. I first need to understand what ready actually means.
Yeah.
Right. And of course, I'm now in my little sabbatical, and the whole idea of a sabbatical is actually to do these kind of things. Right. So I'm slightly biased, but I was really surprised. As in, I was actually soul searching. Am I getting old? Am I getting this this grumpy man that's shaking his fist at clouds? Right. I mean, it's the. But I was so put off by Fable 5 for its pushiness for make something ready and get out of the way, puny human.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of walking into a store made for companies. So the chair that you sit on, and also this chair and the chair over there, they are bought in a store for companies. I walked in because I was at the restaurant. I felt I found my soul chair, like the chair that I really liked sitting on for hours and hours. And I thought, I need that chair. And I found out what the source was. So I went to this company, I walked in, I said, hey, I heard you had these chairs and I'd like to buy it. And they flat out said no.
Yeah.
It is, so, but do you have them? Yes, we have them. I'd like to buy it. So are you a company? What is your contact? All kinds of questions that I didn't. No. It's really basic. I want a transaction. I give you money. You give me chair. That's it.
Yeah.
And that totally was unwelcome. And I didn't know how to interface with her, with this person.
Yeah.
And didn't know why she was hostile against to me.
Yeah.
And I still don't know. I think it had something to do with volume. You know, we don't want chair. We want hundreds of chairs as an order.
Yeah.
Because then that's when we make money.
Yeah.
At the end, I got the chairs because I had the company, a little company, but a company nevertheless.
Yeah.
Against her best, she kind of said, well, you know what? I'll make you a deal. Kind of like that. Because it's you. And that kind of, it was kind of like,
you to go away out of my life.
Yeah, it was like a friendly way of saying going out of my life.
Yeah.
And it kind of, it really, I really like that you say that you said the experience of Fable 5 was something you didn't grasp or didn't understand but at least didn't like.
No, didn't like.
Right?
Didn't want.
And so my follow-up question to this was, so what is the thing that is talking to AI? Of course, it can generate stuff. That is the thing that we get at this moment sometimes. But to me, it's an experience, right? It's a ways for us to better understand our own needs, but perhaps also ways to discover things that we don't know we want.
That's it. I mean, right? I mean, this is the unique trait of this technology.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have that in Excel, right? You don't go exploring in Excel.
Well, no.
Well, I mean, yeah, right. I mean,
Yeah.
But now you have this thing that comes up with stuff that you sometimes think, oh my God, this is silly, and sometimes you think,
yeah,
intellectual promiscuous. What a nice what a nice phrase, right? I mean, no. And so I think so.
We need to make a separate page for that.
Yeah. No, so part of my reaction, I think, is because this is exactly not what I want this technology to be. I don't want to sit there and make me something.
No.
I want you to sit with me and let's discuss what it actually is that I want to achieve.
Yeah, you want the journey.
I want literally the journey. Like I'm 3 days, right? Literally 2.5 days. But 2.5 days just sitting there, just staring at the prompt, going back and forth until I have something said, you know what, this is really cool. Yeah, and then I said to Sol, 5.6 extra high, go and make me the wiki. Spent 5 hours. 60% of my token spent for that week. But it looks bloody obvious. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's really, 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 really nice.
I'm really keen to see it.
Yeah,
later on.
Yeah, it should be public next week or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
But again, so this is. I mean, but even when I make my pictures on Friday, if I one shot it, I kind of feel guilty. As in, are you slacking, Ron? Are you cutting corners? No, I really like it. Yeah, but. Come on.
Do you?
do you really? It's the because I mean, but the reason why that works is because at least I try that all the pictures fall in a certain template.
Yeah.
Right? I always have a young woman and a cute robot in there, and I use 1970s sci-fi aesthetics. Ah. So I mean, that kind of brackets it, right? I mean, it's the and I try to weave in the title of my post in there. So so there's not that much options to go right or wrong. So, but that is pretty much the only thing.
That's so interesting. To me, it's so I'm trying to process at the same time. But to me, it's like a surprising, but also kind of expected answer because I kind of looked at it. So, for example, nowadays people are coding with major help of AI or just AI taking it over, right? To basically code. The result of code isn't really that relevant Because if we don't like it, we just say, no, make it better with these extra
Yeah.
instructions or whatever kind of
Yeah.
thing. And the code itself is as throwaway as the end
Yeah.
result we consume as, let's say, it's an app or it's a website or whatever kind of thing. So the code is irrelevant, which is weird because it is still seen as a code generator, right? The
Oh, yeah.
code, the
Yeah,
code
yeah.
seems to be the quality meter. It
Yeah.
seemed to be rather than it is really good in understanding not just coders, but for example also making cross how do you call it? Cross-disciplinary coupling, right?
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is a perfect tool to talk with UX designers, our clients, and our nerds.
Yeah.
And nobody talks about that. It just says, no, it's really good in understanding nerds, and it makes the code.
Yeah.
It generates the code. That's the end result seems to be the thing. But you rightfully and happily, for me, say it's the process, it's the experience
Yeah. Yeah.
that's appealing, that is better than just doing your own code.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so another example, right? Because I have like 200 something words I find hilarious, or at least telling of digital transformation. A word like enchatification, for instance.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make a little dictionary of digital transformation. These kind of words.
Uh-huh.
There's another word I really like: the hype or critic. Critics that surf on a hype, right? And actually, well, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of funky words.
It's like disqualified dad jokes.
Yeah. That's right. So it's the. So I'm trying to think, right? How would a dictionary look like for these kind of things, right? I don't
Yeah.
want it to be an old boring dictionary, so slightly playing around with different formats, right?
Mhm.
And I don't look at the code; I look at the end result. I look
Yeah.
at the website, right? But I'm still not accepting the website proposals I'm getting now because I'm still iterating, trying to understand how does a encyclopedia or a dictionary of digital transformation or digitalism
Yeah.
look like.
Yeah.
I've no idea yet.
No.
Right? Don't look at the code, but I look at the result. But I'm iterating on the result or the gestalt or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
It's the the CSS. Great. Well, fine, right? So, but indeed, we shouldn't be calling these things code generators. They're system generators, right? Or system
No. They're
builders,
RON
or
generators.
They're RON generators.
Or the RON approvers.
Yeah.
Because I think that so we're giving light speed to developers, or let's say designers, designers of digital systems.
Yeah.
Because it's not just coders, it's also UX designers, it's also people with conceptual needs.
Yeah.
And it accelerates your process to come to a certain end.
Yeah.
And to me, that's wonderful.
It is.
And the only thing, so the previous episode, I think, I talked about, hey, might there also be visual tools? And one specific thing that I said was really missing in the current LLM interfaces is when it gives you like a very verbose result, you want to say that. You want to pat the AI on the back. This particular thing that you spit out is very nice. Not the entire thing, but that particular thing.
Yeah.
So it can bookmark it and can say, oh, this is nice. The Labrador, it will know if you do this, then you get a cookie.
Yeah.
So that to me is like a specific interface thing that might be added. And I think there are several other things. One of them is, and I'm kind of nerdy, right? I have coded in my past. And to me, it was like version control. Something like this base. Let's say you are done with your wiki. You have a wiki that you're certified in. And you say, okay, this wiki, I want to codify this or save it somehow. I want to make this a major branch, right? It's the branch that will be the first version. And you might do minutious increments on it, but still it will be like the main branch with expected behavior. And if you want to make like a new big major change in that, like a different perspective or whatever kind of thing, you branch out a new branch. So you can play around. You can destroy everything and remake it, etc. And I haven't seen such functionality in the AI interface, like save this as a construct so I can build upon it later.
Well, I'm not sure what you. I mean, because we have Git nowadays,
Yeah.
right? Right. So
Can we save it in Git?
yeah, absolutely.
Is there does it?
Yeah.
Because the only thing I'm a noob, right? So
Yeah.
the furthest I went was saving JSON files with a prompt.
Nee, if you go to Codex or Cloud Code,
Yeah.
I mean, Git is a native construct.
Oh, these are the code generators. Yeah.
I call them system Yeah, but yeah, those.
The creative system tools, assistants.
But I mean, but actually, if you see the difference between Codex and ChatGPT work, is that in work they just hide the Git panel. Because I mean, but otherwise it's typically it's exactly the same. No, I mean my whole wiki, but also the whole wiki, what I call the brief, where we summarize our collective understanding. It's all in Git.
So I like that functionality to also bring it into.
But I mean, so what so when I do my more text-oriented stuff. Right? Like for instance, working on the exoskeleton, comes Twil's trying to figure out what that actually is, right?
Yeah.
And you're going back and forth with your little agent, and sometimes it says something really nice, and then I say, take what you just said and save it in our shared document. So with every conversation, I have a parallel document in a separate editor, where we just keep track of things I thought those are really nice.
And does it like save like the little blurb, the end result, or does it save the way you came to it?
No, it's the what I asked to do is just to save the phrase or to save the kind of block. I think this is a nice one, right? Because certainly what GPT does, it always ends with a little summary about what the whole thing, and sometimes it's really nice things in there.
Yeah.
Save that in our document for later.
I find that too. It's like haphazardly it makes like the best summaries it makes for like the interaction, rather than if you say make a summary, it fails miserably.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if so what did we just do is like pop, it's perfect.
Yeah. This. I mean, but you can see how early this is, right? I mean, we're still we are still figuring out what's the modality, what's the experience.
Yeah.
It's the,
But I like to give, and I like to be in the conversation.
Sure.
Because I have an idea.
Yeah.
You know, the thing, I like that.
Yeah.
And but also the expectation, right?
Yeah.
So you say it generates a nice phrase and I say save that little phrase. I think, and I'm trying to understand how AI might look at it. And I think I might want to say, no. I think you also need the context how we came to this, but also why we like this. So you better understand why this is on the mantelpiece with a little placard on it.
Yeah.
And I think that might be, so if you save it in, let's say, a Git kind of environment, or you make a branch of it, or a new feature branch, I'd like it to be like that. So we can say, okay, remember this? And it says, oh yeah, I totally remember, and I know why it was a nice thing. And integrate it with the rest. Something like that.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it is an experience. I think that's worthwhile
it's
saying.
Yeah, I just had an idea on what you just said, but we'll do that next time. I mean, it's the...
No,
I think... no, I mean, if I...
Elaborate.
Instead of saving all these, let's call them snippets, for lack of a better word,
sure,
in one big doc, I can actually save them in individual Markdown, and I have wiki links between them.
Yeah.
So basically, you make a wiki of your conversation.
Yeah, you make a graph.
Over, and then, of course, if you go to Obsidian, it really visualizes your graph really well.
Yeah.
So that you have this parallel visualization of what's actually how the conversation went, the back and forth and the backtracking and that kind of stuff. And of course, these things you can then version in Git, so you can even it's really interesting. Thankfully, I have time. No, but I mean,
product upcoming, guys.
Yeah. No, it's no, but I mean, again, right? This is so early. I mean, it's
But we need to steer it. I think
we need to steer it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so because next to my Fable 5 run-in, so last week, 2 prominent AI labs, their CEO wrote a piece.
Yeah.
Like they typically do, right?
Like an op-ed, like opinion.
Yeah, an opinion piece, right? I mean, and they seem to be like doing. So there was one from Demis Hassabis, hope I pronounce his name right, CEO and co-founder of
LinkedIn Snow Globes,
Google DeepMind, also Nobel laureate, got a Nobel Prize 2024 for his participation in, I think, protein construction, yada, yada, yada. No, and
smart dude.
Absolutely. If you read his Wikipedia,
it's like impressive.
Yeah, that's beyond impressive. So it's but again, right? So your typical op-ed, right? We're close to AGI. The singularity is already rising at the horizon. This will be the industrial revolution times 100. And this will be the golden age for humanity. New discoveries in biology, medicine, etc. Oh, it will be great, people. Trust us. It will be great for you, puny humans. I mean, it doesn't say that, but it smells
it
like
implies
that.
it.
It implies that, right? And he also had this, well, this is such a profound technology, and it needs to be regulated. And it needs to be regulated by the frontier labs together with the US government.
Oh, yeah.
We need to self-regulate, and we need to have standards for frontier models and frontier labs, right? And it's the industry that's going to organize and make this happen. I had the same face you made. And especially in my bubble, and it is a bubble, everybody was applauding this space, right? I mean, Sam Altman liked it, Satya Nadella liked it, Mark Andreessen liked it, and this was the industry congratulating themselves, right? And I was really, I thought, oh God, this is really bad. It's really, 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 really bad and bland, by the way, but it's bad.
Yeah.
In that same week, another lab, Thinking Machines, still a bit in stealth mode, founded by Mira Murati, I hope I get her name right, ex-CTO of OpenAI.
Okay.
Also published an op-ed. And that one is that the future of AI is human.
Ooh.
That's a different title already. And, and then you go and read it. And this one says, well, AI of intelligence, brilliant. But intelligence is not knowledge. And knowledge is the superpower. Right? Maybe if you're playing chess or solving a math problem, intelligence is the critical factor. But in all other human endeavors, it's knowledge.
And the application of knowledge.
And the collaboration around knowledge and knowledge gathering and how knowledge emerges between people, right? And obviously that's the way things are. This is the reason why free markets work better than centralized planning, not because the centralized planners are stupid, but the people who actually do the work and make the decisions and solve the problems, they are closer to actually understanding what is going on.
Yeah.
Right? So their thesis is that, well, I mean, it's the AI needs to be collaborative with humans, not tolerating collaboration.
No.
Embracing.
Or
it actually is
folding it around the collaboration.
It can only be successful if it is participating in collaboration. And they also made a strong point, right? Even with the best intentions. But if a lab in California makes a centralized model, right? How does that fit specific local situations perfectly or even adequately? The chances are not 100%.
No.
Right? So this model needs to be refined, retuned, adopted to local experiences, right? And for me, I mean, so I was reading that one and I thought, this makes sense to me. This is a future that I would like to see come through. And it totally fits much better my experience and how I use the damn thing, right? But in my bubble,
Silence.
nobody.
You need to refit your bubbles.
That's what I thought. And so-
Get an extra bubble.
Yeah, so I was so I was really confused, right? I mean, I get this, the industry praising themselves, right? But
Yeah.
and then I thought, oh my God, we have been there. Of course, we have been there.
Yeah.
And I thought we have been there in the 1990s.
Yeah.
Of course, in the 1990s. We have been there with the World Wide Web. Of course, the World Wide Web. Because before the World Wide Web, we had the information superhighway. Remember that one?
Yeah. It was wonderful. Things were speedy.
Yeah.
I think even this is, it might be more apt than you think, because the building of infrastructure was a big part of the internet superhighway. So it was a huge investment into infrastructure,
Proposed investment.
similar to now.
Absolutely. Yeah. But
And it was blind so basically the bubble popped, the infrastructure basically was done, and now could be sold like a commodity rather than something special. And this might also happen with the infrastructure of AI.
yeah, but so there's information.
But we're not there yet.
Well, I mean, this superhighway idea, right, by Dan Quayle in 1992, that was intended to be an educational network.
Yeah.
To all American citizens, etc. But then it got picked up.
Libraries.
Yes, but it was the information superhighway,
Yeah.
right? The one and only,
Yeah.
right? Very big infrastructure product, both private and public collaboration, right? But what private companies, right? So yesterday I just went to look at the speaker list of the Information Superhighway Summit in 1993.
Okay.
So we have the CEO of Disney,
No.
the CEO of ABC Studios,
What?
the CEO of Sony Entertainment.
Mainstream media coming up.
Indeed, right? And this was exactly the same tone, right? We're going to build this thing. It's going to be amazing.
For us.
And you, dear consumer, you happily consume,
Yeah.
right? And you will,
Slave.
and you will be happy.
Yeah.
And
You
of
will
course-
have nothing and you will be happy.
And of course, this information superhighway thing at first didn't happen because this scruffy thing popped up called the World Wide Web,
yeah.
which was very distributed and bottom up.
Yeah.
Right,
It was
wasn't
basically haphazardly not together, and it worked.
I mean, I had my web server in my dorm room under the table
Yeah.
on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, same.
And I asked no permission.
No.
I just did it.
Yeah.
And there it was.
Yep.
With a homepage.
And sometimes not.
And sometimes not. Yeah.
I had this little mini PC like this, the size of the CD case. Reference.
Yeah.
And it was humming along in my bed,
Yeah.
indeed, in the electrical.
But that's the same
Room.
vibe, right? I mean, and somebody thought I'm going to do an online bookstore,
Yeah,
right? And let's call it
sure,
Amazon,
Jeff.
because I mean that's the biggest river by volume.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. And for everybody, just if you have your browser nearby, type in relentless.com and watch where it redirects to.
Oh,
That was the original name.
is really? Oh, that's
Re-
interesting.
says a lot about Jeff.
Oh man.
Yeah, but again, right? I mean, but that's the pattern. And you could argue that nowadays we actually are much more in the information superhighway constellation with the World Wide Web than the original World Wide Web.
Yeah.
But
I think we're in waves, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Meta tries to own the web basically, or it ignores the web. That's the fascinating thing.
that's a
Most
good one.
of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
platforms ignore the web. It says,
that's a very good one.
what web? Google did it as one of the first. It's like RSS. No. RSS to accumulate all the news items into your Google result. No, we don't use that. And they made this scraping thing, like optimize that.
But at least I thought this is our information superhighway moment.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
definitely.
exactly the
Yeah,
same thing.
yeah. Brace
This-
yourself, people, and don't invest, please. This is not an advice.
Not an advice. No, but also this Fable 5 versus GPT 5.6. It's one of them is information superhighway, and the other one is much more scruffy World Wide Web.
I said, yeah, let's
By intention or not.
yeah, because of that narrative. Let's say it's a narrative. It might be truth, but it's a narrative nevertheless. And this is a very interesting one. I really like that as well.
Yeah.
And it kind of mirrors what we said last week or a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, probably every episode.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. No. But we kind of end up there, right? At first, it was like this thing that does things, and nowadays, I wrote this article about. No. I think this should be, let's say, part of a medium
Yeah.
in which you
Ooh.
put groups, and these
Yeah.
groups will. Let's say it's a pool, and in this pool there are multiple people trying to collaborate,
Yeah.
and this pool is really conductive for this collaboration. It makes
Yeah.
things automatically.
Yeah.
And I really like that. I like
Yeah.
that idea, it being like, let's say, an accelerator of humanity rather
Yeah.
than a how do you call it, an addendum.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's nice that you say medium, because that was also what I was thinking.
Yeah.
5.6, Sol feels like a medium I'm swimming in, and Fable feels like a tool.
Yeah. Factory versus medium. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Boutique shop versus factory.
Yeah.
It's something you enjoy being in, and something you perhaps like the products that poop out of it.
Yeah, but you tolerate it at best.
Yeah, the
And
factory doesn't
don't-
care about
the
you at
factory
all.
doesn't care about you.
Yeah,
at
and the
all.
boutique shop on itself, because of what it is interested in you.
Yeah.
Because you are part of it. That might be like the one outstanding part.
No, absolutely. I mean, but that's it, right? I mean, this conversation is my conversation. I'm sorry, it's with it, but it's me.
Yeah.
And I'm not just nilly-willy providing a prompt and then I come back after five hours, $200 out of my pocket.
Okay, people, now look at the title of this episode and you will understand.
Which I don't know yet,
No.
right? And you're not going to tell me, right?
No, this time, well, I will
Yeah, at the
say
end.
later
Okay.
on. But this time I really thought, okay, I want to make a question that really leans into where we might...
Okay.
Yeah.
Took me almost 40 minutes to answer that question.
No. We got it pretty
Yeah.
fast. Because I'm also kind of like trying to research things, and let's say boy, this is kind of like weird to make sense of. I think we also design new behavior, right? We're not designing tools to make things better, but we're also designing behavior. And to me, it's like I'd like to also involve art into this and not generate things that are weird, but I basically want to say at the end that this is a conductive medium to make art in. And so I'm kind of like a future casting person like that. So I say, that is the goal. I like it to look like this. So what do we need to do to get there, right? What are the steps that we need to make to actually get there? And to make it broader than just a productivity tool or broader than just, say, a collaboration tool, but truly something that generates better, let's say, expressions of the zeitgeist. And to me, I got to this one word, and it's a totally weird word. It's anachronistic appropriation. And to me, it's like, for example, if you make art, it is an unusual application of unusual tools, right? It's most of the time it's that. Specifically, let's say Wim T. Schippers, our too soon passed Dutch artist who made a peanut butter floor somewhere in Rotterdam, in a Rotterdam art space. And that to me is like, it's an inappropriate application of an unusual medium or thing. And so I like to emphasize that. So that's my goal. So what steps do we need to make that this end goal is still possible? And this is research, right?
Yeah.
So to me, it's like I really want to, that's what my research is about. Sorry, it's just like an interlude. You don't have to say anything, but it's kind of like what I'm on. I said I had loose, separate kind of thoughts. But you also had like did we already talk about it? Okay.
Yeah, this big bifurcation.
The bifurcation. Yeah.
This really feels like a crossroads thing. And
I think we're figuring it out.
yeah, but
Multiple things.
I'm really pleasantly surprised by the route that OpenAI is taking.
Yeah.
This behavior of 5.6 is not by accident. It's not because I push a certain button or something. It's in the thing.
Do you feel like they kind of appropriated the anthropic vibe, basically instilling a personality with specific behaviors into their interface? Because it's an interface, right? The way it interacts with you is an interface. It might also yield different results, but it is specifically an interface because you experience it.
Yeah.
And this is particularly something Anthropic boasted about.
Yeah.
Said we made this thing so that it would be nice to people.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the reason why I slightly hesitate to agree on that one. I mean,
You don't have to agree, please.
no,
don't.
no, it certainly has personality. What I find also interesting is that the various OpenAI models, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8 of Opus,
Yeah.
they're very different.
Yeah.
Not just better, but different.
Yeah.
I think 4.6 was really creative. 4.7 was scared shitless to be creative.
Oh.
What
Do you think that they're like seminal versions that they try to experiment with? It's like
It's the
at the end we asked Tom Cruise to make like a cocktail of it.
yeah, it's the I mean, with Anthropic more than with OpenAI, I have a feeling on we went too much overboard here. Let's course correct. And
Yeah.
and the reason why we got 4.8 quite quickly after 4.7 because the pushback was just way too way too
It was
strong.
very strong.
Yeah, that it's the so it's the and with OpenAI, I mean 5.5 was better than 5.4 in a directional way. This is how a point release looks like.
Yeah.
But for the first time, I mean, when they released the O series, right, O1 and O3,
Yeah.
the reasoning models, those also felt different. And this is the same feels. I'm talking about software and tech telling that it feels different.
No. It's
but this-
I really like that. So and also remember this. Because this is behavior, this new behavior
Yep.
that you talk about it, that I like it or it feels good or whatever kind of thing, but it's not tangible. It's not connected to features.
No, there are no buttons I can push and say,
Right.
or this plugin, right?
It's more squishy in the creativity.
It's absolutely. And I mean, it took me days to actually reconcile I mean, why don't I like this one and why do I like this one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is this my little bias? Probably, but it's but 5.6 should have been called 6.0. I'm quite convinced. It's very, but I think it's cool or telling. My age, you shouldn't call things cool. It's very telling.
I won't tell.
That this is a product direction that has to be explicitly chosen.
But you also said in the past that it seems like they haphazardly came to certain end results. That they say, for example, Mythos was like, oh, this is really good in hacking stuff.
Yeah.
And they basically didn't know and said, okay, now it's Mythos because it's this behavior and we give it this name.
Yeah.
So perhaps is this intentional, or
Well,
do you
I
think like they're better in shaking the cocktail shaker and making the end result based on what they really want?
Yeah, I think for sure that there was a surprise on how good or crafty it was on the cybersecurity thing.
Yeah.
But for sure they tried to make a big model.
Yeah.
Right, an expensive model.
Yeah.
And this is also nice to actually see the pushback on how expensive it is.
Yeah.
Fable 5, right? And so
you mean the luxury tokens?
Yeah, the luxury
expensive
tokens.
or just making it.
No, I mean the luxury token, right? That you're actually using it.
Yeah.
How extraordinary expensive it is, and that maybe 5.6 is not as smart, but is cheaper.
Yeah.
And cheaper enough to actually iterate more, right? Again, I think this has to be a product decision. If you want to be more collaborative and if you want to iterate more,
Yeah.
you must make the price of the tokens fit accordingly.
Feels a little bit like cars, It's like with some cars you go shopping, and with other cars you go to the boulevard.
Yeah.
If you really want to make people like you, or
Yeah, I mean,
or think you are like offensively rich, go with a Lamborghini.
It's the totally. I mean, it's the
It will be just 15 minutes, but it will be worth it.
Yeah, and it's and these are the same kind of product decisions.
Yeah,
and I can't remember that I saw such a distinctive product decision before. Right? I mean,
in different kind of products, you mean, in physical or software or whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean in these kind of LLMs, right?
Oh, okay.
I mean with O1 and then O3. That I mean, sure that was a technological / scientifically breakthrough, but it was but still the same product. This one feels like a very different product.
And they don't frame it like, we thought a little bit about more like this, or they don't frame it with the release.
Well, I mean, the release says that it is explicitly focused or targeted to collaborative work. But at first I thought that is just a marketing blurb, right? Of course they're going to say that.
Yeah, and it might also be like, we use the wine analog. And it might also be right. Wow, this was a good year.
Yeah,
great weather, great grapes.
Yeah.
Everybody was on board.
Yeah,
we put like the premium label on it, and now it's great.
Yeah, and and together,
but it was all like haphazardly. And things came together.
Yeah, and together with the 5.6 release, they also had the release of codecs and the work in one app.
Yeah,
which was a bit of a messy release. But yeah. Right, move fast and break things. But I think this has to be related, right? That they wanted the codex flow or smell for non-coding work.
Yep. Okay.
And I don't see my wiki work as coding, right?
No, it's creating. It's sense making, and
that's it.
Progressing.
Yeah, which I happen to do in codex. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's I mean, specifically, that this might be an interesting tool, that it has features for you to learn more about yourself, but also about the goals you set. Yeah, I like it. And this is like, I had this really old article. I think it's somewhere on sneaker.nl. It's like that old. So it's written in the noughties. And it's called You Know What I Mean interface. And that's kind of like the thing that you basically found out about Codex, right? It has more You Know What I Mean interfaces. You don't say, I need this, but you find something and you say, well, this is kind of like fulfilling a need that I didn't know I had.
Yeah.
And this is something that is also... Most of the time when you make software, you make software for a specific audience, because that audience has like more common needs. And then you make the interface of the piece of software very precise to those needs.
Yeah.
And because of that, it's very easy to use to those people. Yeah. And so that's kind of like a hack to the You Know What I Mean interface. But to me, LLMs specifically, they know what I mean. It seems like, right? If I say, what was that actress that appeared 2 times in James Bond films as an actress, and 1 time as a backup, like a background actor? Yeah. What was her name? AI knows. And I know it's not a knowledge graph, right? I know it's not the purpose of the thing, but it knows how to rephrase the question so it gets to the answer. And to me, that is a You Know What I Mean interface.
Yeah.
Something that in this case is linguistically so flexible that it knows how to understand what I actually mean.
Well, yeah, it models meaning, right?
Yeah.
I mean, attention is all you need, but it's about linking things based on meaning.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It's statistically relevancy kind of thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So if enough people will talk about it, and then the probability of me getting a right answer is high.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, but each dimension in the latent space is a dimension of meaning,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Geography, that's one dimension, for
Yeah.
instance, right?
Yeah.
So it's
It's a child of. Yeah.
these kind of things, right? So it's I mean, and that's why I mean, this is actually this is the I know what your meaning interface, not what you mean, but meaning. Ah, well, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a confabulated term, of course. But to me, it's also like, so a famous experiment, an interesting experiment is like children's drawings and having AI making like a real version of it.
yeah,
Which it's fine, it works.
yeah,
It doesn't make, let's say if you have a purple cow, it doesn't make like a normal cow. No, it makes a purple cow.
yeah,
But it knows it's a cow.
yeah,
And to me, that is, so if you make, for example, if you draw, let's say you are a contractor and you need to draw a house or a floor plan or something you need to insert into that floor plan. You can basically say, okay, you got like a rectangle and 2 meters on that side, 5 meters on that side. And I need to put the kitchen and it's probably drafty over here. And you just draw an arrow and say drafty.
yeah,
And say, okay, what's the best place to put like the I don't know, the kitchen.
yeah.
And it will give you great answers. And to me, that is, it knows what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is. I saw a demo. Maybe it's a product now. It's called a tool called TL Draw.
Yeah.
TL Draw, kind of fun, right? But
Oh, what explain, please.
well, TLDR.
Oh, right.
And then TL Draw. It's the now because I mean it's so this is a tool to make user interfaces, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and your typical composers, right? You draw buttons, etc., right? And
Yeah, into minutia.
yeah, and now you draw a circle around the button and say make it green or make it bigger or
Yeah.
make the little labels a bit more catchy, right?
Yeah.
These kind of, and it makes your labels a bit more catchy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So it's a really interesting way to actually deal with these kind of things. Right?
Make it Google-like, but with vaporwave. It will definitely give you exactly that.
Well, you will definitely get something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and it's the cone of
Yeah.
possibility. I mean, yeah, depends on where it's at. But I mean, but that's the cool thing, right? It never says does not compute, right? It never says null pointer exception.
Yeah. Yeah,
You always
it's a
get-
Labrador. It says, "Let's do it."
Let's do it, and it comes back with the
Run away!
Yeah, it comes back with the bone eventually.
Yeah,
Maybe all wet or something, but still it comes back.
it
And
might be the golden retriever from Up. Is it the golden retriever in Up? Have you seen Up? It has like the color that it makes the dog speak, and the only thing or the thing that it says mostly was squirrel because that's HDHD or something.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
but
So,
this is a very different way in dealing with creation of artifacts,
mhm.
right? I mean, this is not the rational one. This is not the oracle one, right? This is not the 10 pixels by 20 pixels.
No, it's
thing.
Muse. It's Muse.
It's lit.
But it's not Muse, because Muse implies still like giving a answer or a dreamlike answer. But we need to transform it in something that is changes you both into like a narrative generator or that you can build on a narrative. Because it's like you said, it's like building a narrative together. That is the conversation is the product.
Yeah, it's building a world, right?
And
I mean, it's
no matter where you are on the timeline in the
Yeah.
conversation, you say, "Oh, let's put a pin over here," and say "generate," and it generates a thing based on that.
Yeah. Right, so with my text thingies, that's what I do, right? I
Yeah.
say generate a text based on the current state of our conversation, right?
Yeah.
So that's our first step up. So it's the,
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can build a little
So
interface around this.
what deity? Well, it's not a deity, but let's say if we have the oracle and the muse. So what is the conversation version of that?
There were 9 muses, right? I mean, were they different?
I don't know.
Cleo was in there. I know Cleo because I had a car called it.
Okay, we need to investigate and get like the right combination, perhaps, of muses. Muse.
This is not a weird idea.
No, it
No, it's a
isn't.
weird idea, but it's but this is a nice one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's worthwhile discovering.
Yeah.
And in particular, and this is to me is like framing, right? I like to also tell the story towards the makers of the AI. It's like, oh, where you are now, I'm not sure if it's intentional, but this is the way I really like using it.
Yeah.
So, for example, that you use a coding tool
Yeah.
for your creative
Yeah.
and self-exploratory process
Yeah.
is something they probably don't
Yeah.
had in mind.
Yeah.
And it might be like the key feature. I don't know. I really don't know. It's worthwhile discovering. But I really feel like, do you know if there is a feedback loop towards these mind-bending minds that talk about the new versions and the way of AI?
I have no idea. I have to look.
Yeah.
But I think we should have a look.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because they might want to listen to like the normals, the normies.
Yeah. Which obviously is us. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, so so perhaps if they can explain it to me, then it's probably good enough.
I'm one sandwich short of a picnic. I once made a whole list of these kind of sayings. I mean, and this was my favorite.
It's a bear
one.
short of a six-pack. Yeah,
this is also.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, well, I look at our lovely little pink clock, and I think this was a wrap, right? This is
a wrap.
This is a perfect point to break off. So I'd like to thank you for this wonderful conversation once again in the cindering hot, because it's summer. I'm very glad that we didn't meet up last week.
Yeah,
because
that was on purpose.
Really,
That was on purpose.
yeah. And we probably should meet up somewhere in the, I don't know, in the park. But even that was probably too hot.
We should do an outdoor session. It's kind of fun.
No, I think it's possible. I mean, we have the technology. We can make it. So thank you guys for watching us. Please, perhaps say to other people that this is nice and worthwhile sharing. And if you want to know more and you want to watch the snow globes, so the show notes with a nicer name, go to itsjustamodel.com and you'll find everything over there. So, yeah, let's enjoy the rest of the day.
Yes, please do.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Ciao.